Good day, YouTubers. It's time for some royal tea. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Okay, so an allegedly official birth certificate has been filed. Okay, and this is it. It's basically, there's a lot of weird stuff about it. It does state that it says certified copy, first of all, certified copy of entry pursuant to the Births and Deaths Registration Act of 1953. It has a BBU number, 479581, so it looks very official. It does have a deputy registrar did sign it. Harry didn't sign it. Okay, only one signature is required. It does say, okay, so Harry would have had to sign it. He didn't sign it. And then we can compare. So let's read a little bit. It just looks really fishy, as I'm sure anybody who's been watching realizes. Okay, and this comes hot on the heels of the birth announcement. This is their birth announcement. No signature. Everything is, it's very strange. And then here's Kate's 3 children, their birth certificates. There's 4 doctors witnessing. There's no witnesses to this birth and no signature to the birth of Archie. Okay, and here again, now we have a birth certificate, an alleged birth certificate, and it's completely stripped of information, and there's only one signature, and surely Harry had to sign. Okay, and here William signed. He signed as Willie, which that's nice. Okay, that's why everybody loves Diana. That's why everybody loves Harry, because Harry is very humble, and yes, he is a prince and very wealthy and eligible and everything, and yet, so here's William. He doesn't take himself that seriously. He signs Willie. Okay, so let's read. Okay, but Harry did not sign, and they're saying, I can see no visible signature. 5 things we learned from Archie's birth certificate. This is published May 17th. Until today, we knew very little about the birth of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's newborn son, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. Now, snippets of information about the day have been revealed. Number 1, Archie was not born at home. It says Portland Hospital. Despite earlier speculation that Meghan had given birth at the couple's home in Windsor, we now know for definite, okay, an English person wrote this, that the birth happened at the private Portland Hospital in Westminster, where the cost of a basic birth begins at £6,100. Meghan isn't the only royal who's given birth at Britain's only fully private maternity hospital. Sarah, Duchess of York, gave birth to Prince Harry's cousins, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, at this hospital. Number 2, the Duchess is listed as a princess of the United Kingdom. She's actually a duchess, not a princess. And they say that's her occupation. You might know Meghan as the Duchess of Sussex, but following her May 2018 marriage, she did also technically become a princess. Meghan is not the first royal to list her occupation as princess. Catherine did the same. Okay, and so yeah, it looks like Catherine Elizabeth, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cambridge, Princess of the United Kingdom. Okay, so that looks like competition. 3, Prince Harry took 11 days to register Archie's birth, which is pretty normal, according to Alicia Gilroy, who works as superintendent registrar, although in Oxford, so is not likely to register a royal birth herself. Alicia, that looks Polish to me. She added that from her own experiences, most people manage to register their baby's birth within the official 42-day deadline. Okay, so there's a 42-day deadline. Sometimes people register their children's birth just at the edge of the 42 days because they can't agree on a name. Okay, now previously, Meghan and Harry announced that they would not release the birth certificate. Okay, and here it is. Number 4, they're saying that Harry signed the birth certificate. I can see no visible evidence of a signing. The prince registered the birth of his son, but Meghan may well have been present as well. When a couple is married, only one parent is required on the register. So it is required that there be a signature, and I have a notation here that I don't see a signature. All right. So let's just compare some stuff here. Okay, so this is the birth of Prince George. Okay, it's all handwritten. Okay, and it's all handwritten, which makes it a lot more personal. Now later there will be typed copies with new signatures of probably the same information. This is looking like that's what it would be. Okay, but almost all the information is just stripped out, and there's only one signature that I can see, and that's a registrar, and he's only certifying that this is an official copy. He's not, I don't believe that he's certifying that this is a birth certificate. I believe that he's certifying that this is just a copy. Here, clearly, William signs. Okay, here's the other birth certificates. William signs. He signs Willie every time. Here's an example of a very similar typed certificate. Okay, but William signs and the registrar signs. Signature of registrar. Okay, this document, where it's all typed, is a different document. It's not the same document. I think this is different. This is a different document, and William signed. I don't see a signature here. Okay, and again, it comes hot on the heels of this birth announcement, which is very strange considering how different all of the other royal birth announcements are. Okay, again, just all information just stripped out. Let's just do this one. Okay, so the first question, let's do a mini Celtic. Is this certificate real or is it a fraud? Okay, because you can, today's day and age, you can easily work these documents up in Photoshop. It's a forger's paradise now with Photoshop and all the fancy printers that we have. You can really just falsify anything quite easily just by cutting and pasting things. Okay, so let's do a mini, kind of get an overview. Is this a real or a fraudulent document? Is this a birth certificate? Is this a birth certificate, and is it like real? All right, that's enough shuffling. Well, that's interesting. 4 diamonds. Secrets. Okay. Interesting. And I'm also wondering how the public feels. I mean, they've just been starved for information. People are so excited about this birth, and then there's this weird announcement, and now they're just starved. The public is just starved for information. And this very public person, Meghan Markle, suddenly all she wants is privacy. It's just odd. Okay, so what do we got? We got cornerstone, solid foundation. I want to know if it's real or fake. Solid foundation, Mother Earth, this is Meghan, or the birth mother. Solid foundation, birth mother, strength. Okay, so this is the son. This is Archie, child of the mother, solid foundation. Behind, crossroads, decisions, or speaking with a forked tongue. So this is the only possible lying card. This is a possible lying card. This is secrets. In people and events. Okay, on top we have home. We have 3 4s. Okay, a lot of structure cards. Fours are the foundation upon which you build. 4 hearts, this is the family. 9 clubs, official, and a hospital. Okay, official document. Solid structure, official document. Keeping everything a secret, and water into wine can be lying or birth. Let's look at water into wine. Okay, so 2 possible lying cards. I'm really trying to figure out, is this real or partially or mostly falsified? Let's look at this 8 hearts. You know, what is it? Is it lying or is it birth? Lying or birth? Okay. Roses, city, karmic shift, big change for the whole world, and a gift, beautiful event. This is birth. Okay, this is not a lying card. This is birth. Let's look at this 4 spades, secrets. I'm having trouble shuffling. I'm not a skilled shuffler this morning. Okay, that's better. Okay, what is this 4 spades? More about this 4 spades. Ruler, player, straight razor. Okay, ruler, the crown, the king, player, actor, actress, or public presentation. 24 plus 1, 25, 7 hearts, Star of Bethlehem, straight razor cuts, player. Okay, so this is clearly secrets, keeping it in a box. This baby is not dead. Putting an end, okay, this can be putting an end to the speculation about the birth. Ruler and player and straight razor. Sudden presentation, sudden official, sudden public presentation. Looks like they just wanted to give a document. Okay, so what am I seeing here? I'm asking, is it fake or is it real? This is real enough. Okay, this is an official document about the family. It is a solid structure. It's built on a solid foundation of the mother and child. Okay, so this is an official document. It's an official document. And it is about the birth. It's not about lying. And they just want to put this to rest. They want to, okay, here, you really want something here. Okay. So it's not officially a fraudulent document, which I'm a little surprised. Let's look at Meghan and her royal advisors. Okay, is this just all Meghan? Okay, or the royal advisors advise this. I want to see if they're together in this or if Meghan is acting on her own. So Meghan and the royal advisors. And we're also going to look at Meghan and Harry. Meghan. And the advisors. Oh, These are interesting cards. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, so the advisors, Finger of God reaches down and changes everything. Star of Bethlehem going in this direction. Cup overflowing. 14 and 10. 24, 6 spades. Selfishness. Ten heart. This can be birth, or this can be just so 2 7. Sevens return endlessly. This can be birth, or this can be. They just feel that everything is just out of control. She's acting on her own, and everything is just out of control, and this is all imposed on them. This direction is imposed on them. This says Meghan may be just acting on her own against the advice of the advisors, and it's everything. It's constant. Everything is Meghan's way. Whatever Meghan wants, Meghan gets, and she's always playing the emotion card. Yeah, that's what she's doing. It's a toxic relationship with the advisors. The advisors feel that no matter what they say, Meghan just does whatever she wants. Okay, so what's going on on Meghan's side? Are they in agreement? Okay, so scapegoat outside of the advice of the advisors, angel, child, and royal family. Outside of the advice of the advisors and the royal family, tens are completion. We have tens on both sides. It's just done. Okay, so 21, 29, 8 hearts, 2 8s, water into wine, the birth of this child, and okay, so Meghan, are they in concurrence? Does Meghan listen to the royal advisors? No. Meghan does what Meghan wants, Meghan gets. Meghan is acting independently outside of the advice of the royal advisors. She acts, she plays all the emotion cards, and it's constant and it's everything, and it's very selfish. Meghan just does whatever Meghan wants to do. It's the Meghan show. It's all about Meghan. And she may make a pretense of listening to the advisors, but she doesn't ever do anything the advisors say. But I've met people like this, and they'll say, but I did exactly what you told me to do. And they do exactly the opposite of what you advised them to do. Okay, was Harry on board for this? Was Harry on board, or was this just Meghan? What are Harry's feelings about this document? Was Harry on board, or is Harry like, I just can't do anything, there's nothing I can do, and I'm just going down with this ship? So let's get a feel. Was Harry on board? How does Harry feel about this? Butterfly, veil, heart, fox. Okay, so veil, secrets, and heart. Okay, he's keeping his feelings to himself. 8, 2 spades. He's not telling her, broken chalice. He's not sharing his feelings, and he's keeping them a secret. He's keeping it very light and smiley, and he's just separating himself from his emotions. Fox is very independent and thoughtful. He's just not saying anything to her, and he's keeping a face on it. Okay, so I asked, was Harry's just going along. Harry's going along to get along. I think she really does whatever she wants. And no one can tell her otherwise. No one tells her otherwise. And that's kind of what's going on. What are Will and Kate's feelings about this latest thing, this birth certificate, which is just stripped of all useful information, this declaring herself to be a princess of England, This looks like direct competition with Kate. What are Will and Kate's feelings about this? Surprisingly calm. Okay, can we see that? Yeah. Four-leaf clover is very opportunistic. It just happened. This is the message, the document. Mustard seed is the document to all the people. 11, 3 clubs. So 3 blackbirds, an announcement, a very opportunistic, this is an action, an opportunity to give this announcement to all the people. They don't have any feelings about it. I could expect that they were just like, oh, they've just had enough, and, they've just had enough. And they've just had enough. But that's not what's showing here at all. They're not taking any responsibility here. This is Meghan and Harry's doing, and they're not having a lot of feelings about it. They're not upset about it. This just describes that they made this announcement to all the people. Is the public feeling screwed? The whole world was just waiting with, holding their breath for this announcement, and they keep being shortchanged, okay, with every time. The birth announcement, just stripped of all information, no signatures, very suspicious. Now the birth, so here's the birth announcement, here's the birth certificate, quote unquote, and it's just stripped of all information, no signatures on it, which made me think it was a fraudulent document, but is not showing in the cards as a fraudulent document. Okay, how is the public feeling? Are they feeling screwed, or are they feeling cheated, or are they just feeling like, they're just still oblivious because the mainstream media just literally will not criticize anything Meghan and Harry are doing. Wow, look at the 3 King of Spades, 2 spades, and 3 spades hiding on the bottom. Okay, is the public feeling cheated or oblivious? 5s. 5s are change. Cross is the permanent marriage. Okay, so this is like the crown, the permanent monarchy, and this is a permanent institution. But I'm asking how they're feeling, and we got 2 5s, which are changed. 17, which is 5 hearts, 3 5s. Okay, all of this limiting information and not telling anybody it's changing the feelings of the people of the Commonwealth. Everything, okay, all the money and change, the permanent situation, the monarchy and change. It's one thing after another and blocked, no information. They are feeling cheated. I'm asking if they feel cheated. They're not ready to put on their yellow vests, okay, but they are feeling cheated. The monarchy is still very solid. Cross and 10 diamonds are the most solid cards. Okay, 7s return forever. Okay, so this is the permanent marriage card. It never exhausts. Okay, and so they're still very committed to the monarchy. They just are they're starting to feel cheated. Over and over and over, this keeps happening and they're feeling cheated and they're reacting. 5 hearts, 17. They're reacting to everything. They're starting to react to everything. So it takes a lot to really piss these people off, to piss off the people in the crown, the subjects of the crown, but they're starting to change their feelings because they just keep, this person, Meghan, who loves the spotlight and never misses a chance to be in the spotlight, now suddenly all she wants is privacy. Okay, and she won't tell you anything. It's just very odd. It's very, very odd. Okay, so let's review. Is this a real or fake birth certificate? A lot of structure cards. 3 4s showing as structure. This is an official document, even though it's stripped of all information, it's stripped of all signatures. I'm not really sure. I don't believe this is a birth certificate. It is certifying that it's a copy of an official document. Okay, that's all it's certifying. It's not really certifying that it's a birth certificate. Okay, although that's what they're representing it as. It is an official document. Okay, they're keeping everything secret. I wanted to know, are they lying? Is this like a fake? Can they be like arrested for forgery? It's not a fake. It's about the birth. Okay, it's about the birth to the whole world. Okay, and here, keeping these secrets in a box, people in events, they just wanted to get it out. Okay, you want it here, and they give you as little as possible. They're just keeping everything a secret. It's as little as possible, but it is an official document about the baby. So they're not going to be arrested for forgery, which I was actually going to ask a separate question on that. This is some kind of an official document, and you cannot legally prosecute them saying that it's a fraud. Okay, that's what that's saying. So that's a huge question. Okay, Meghan and the advisors. Is Meghan taking the advice of the advisors? No, this is the way. Meghan just plays the emotion cards and does whatever the hell she wants and doesn't listen to anything the advisors say. And it's constant and it's everything, all of these decisions are imposed on the advisors. It's like talking to a brick wall. And that's what the advisor's side says. And she's just always playing the emotion cards. Everything is Meghan's way. Okay, and here on Meghan's side, she acts completely outside of the will of the palace. She only does what she wants to do and doesn't care what anybody thinks. She acts completely on her own. What Meghan wants, Meghan gets, and that's it. What are Harry's feelings? Harry is still going along. He's keeping Ace of Hearts, 7 Spades. He's keeping all his feelings secret, and he's just thinking about all this. He's not stupid. He's a fox. He's the red-haired fox. So he's clever, and he does understand all the ramifications of this, but he's just still going along. But Fox is very independent. He's really starting to think about this, like, am I going to continue to be a prince after this? Because this is really bad. What are Will and Kate's feelings? They don't have any feelings. This is all on them. They're not worried about it. They're not. I could expect them to be raging, just raging, stomping around the palace and raging. That's not happening. This is all on Meghan. Okay, does the public feel cheated? Oh, I'm going to have to restart here. Okay, is the public feeling cheated? 3 5s. 5s are change. Everything is changing. It's still very solid. Everything is as solid as it can be. The people of the Commonwealth love the monarchy. They don't want to break it up. But their feelings are changing because this just keeps happening. They're just not telling them anything. And it's a huge event. And they're not, she had that wedding. Okay, Meghan and Harry had the wedding. They did the ridiculous baby shower. Everything is so public and grabbing the attention. And then she's making statements about abortion and anything she can open her mouth about, that's what she's doing. And it's all for attention. And now all she wants is privacy. And it's strange and disturbing. It's strange and disturbing. So this is a legitimate document. They can't be prosecuted. It's some kind of a legitimate document. I still don't believe that this is actually a birth certificate, but it's a document associated with the birth of Archie. It is a legitimate government document associated with the birth of Archie. Will and Kate are not up in arms. The people are getting upset. Meghan does whatever she wants, and she ignores everything the royal advisors say, and she's just playing the emotion cards. And Harry he's keeping all his feelings to himself, but he's really starting to think about what is, how is this going to affect him? Because his whole, everything that Harry is on the line. She's acting on his behalf. They are together in this. I'm surprised the royal family is not more upset. Okay, but they're taking strong actions. Okay, they're probably going to go to, they're probably going to be sent to Africa, which that's pretty strong. That's your royalty today. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.